Hi, this is Smriti from Simply Crafted for Handmade today. Today we will be making these foil coasters for which we need these following items. They are very nice and bright and shiny. So let's start and see what do we need. So to make this we need MDF coasters. These are from Craft Angles. Then I have taken out a printout at home only from my laser printer. And it is just a simple paper and just a simple printout. Nothing more to it. That is it. Now to color it, I have used these following archival inks: Pale Ochre and Forget Me Not. Now Forget Me Not I used towards the corners. Now in between I did some stamping. So this is the stamp that I used from Craft Angles. It's called Old Newspaper, and I used Cornfloor Blue, the color of archival inks, to stamp. So it kind of blends with the base. Now for stenciling, I use this stencil. It is a 6x6 stencil from Craft Angles. It is called Mace. I use this and I used Quirky spray to stick behind it so that it will stick onto the MDF. Then I used Foil Magic to basically use the reactive foils from Craft Angles. Yes, this is the Quirky spray that I have used behind the stencils. I like this product because it actually helps my stencil to stick. So silver reactive foil is the one that I have used on the sides as well as on the front. I've used tacky glue also, and to color the back I have used Midnight Dreams chalky paints. To decoupage, as usual, I have used decoupage glue and Asian paints varnish towards the end. So that is all that we will be needing. And come, let's have fun and make these together. So to start, we will need the MDF 4 inches coasters. We will clean them, and once they are completely clean, we will do gesso on them. I will do 2 coats of gesso because for coasters I think I need that much. And I will do it on the sides also, dry them in between, and I will do the second coat again. Then I will keep it to dry. And once they are dry, then I will go on to cutting the paper. Now, I have taken out a simple printout from my home laser printer. And this whole project is basically an inspiration from one of my students who actually made this comment that for decoupage, we need very nice papers. And I said, no, that is not true. You can actually use your head and actually create something very beautiful. So, coming back to this. So, this is a very simple printout taken at home on a plain white paper and decoupaged it on the coasters with the decoupage glue from Craft Angles. Once I stuck this paper, then I sanded the sides and I made sure that my sides are squeaky clean. So once my coasters were nice and ready and dried, then I used archival inks. You can use any brushes that you have and anything which you like. I always keep a paper on the side to first test the kind of ink that I'm getting, the blend that I'm getting, and then I go on to my project. So for this, the pale ochre was something which I really liked, and I blended it on all over the coaster and a little harder towards the side. I mean to say a little more darker towards the sides. Once it was done, then I took out the stamp and I stamped it with cornflower blue. Now, why I did blue this time was basically because I wanted it to blend. Sometimes black becomes very dark and not to my liking. I really like this stamp from Craft Angles because I think it is very nice and vintage, and scripts are always a favorite with everyone. But this particular stamp has one corner which has really caught my eye and my liking. I like to use it in all my projects and make corners out of it. Over here also you will actually see me do that. So once I was done, then I went on to blend some little darker colors onto the sides. The color that I'm using is Forget Me Not, and just blending the sides, just giving it a little vintagey darker color. Now that that was done and dried, I came on to my stenciling with foil magic. Yes. Now to stick this stencil onto the MDF coasters, I have used a Cadence adhesive spray, which I really like. After that, I pasted it onto my coasters, used foil magic, and basically just cleaned off the edges and wherever I thought that I did not need foil magic, because wherever there will be foil magic, the foil will stick. And since I have words written over here, I do not want the foil to stick onto my words. So I kind of eyeballed it and I just used the foil magic where trying to avoid the words that I have written. Then I painted the back of these coasters with Midnight Dream chalky paints. Again, one of my favorite colors. Painted the back and painted the sides also. Made sure it is dried before I get on to the next step. Well, now we come to the fun part of foiling. Yes, it is super fun to use foils. But I'm really sorry, I lost a little footage where I was actually showing you that I cut the foil to the size and I stuck it on the dried foil magic. Yes, please stick your foils only and only to dry foil magic. That is when it works really well. And another tip and trick that I can tell you over here is that if you want your foils to really work on your decoupage project, please have lots of patience. So the foil magic is a super nice, beautiful product. But for the foils to stick on it, and especially on a decoupage project and not cards, you really need to burnish it well, And somewhere I feel that you really need to press it really well and go over it again and again and again. And later when you remove the foils, look at this. Look at the result that you get. It is just fabulous. No laminator, nothing. It is just purely your hands. And this is a decoupage project. Yes. So wherever you will have tackiness, that is where the foil will come off. So here you can see me just kind of rubbing a little bit on the corners here and there. And wherever there is tackiness, as you see, the foil will come off and just give you a very beautiful grungy, vintagey look. I'm in love with these foils. Let me tell you, I'm really in love with these foils. So I tried doing it on the top with foil magic, and for the sides I used tacky glue. Yes, this is what I have used. Basically used tacky glue with my fingers and then I burnished some foil on it, and the result was fabulous. It was just amazing to see the results that I got with this. So all in all, I can tell you one thing, that your foils work awesome with decoupage products. Just make sure that you have a tacky surface wherever you want to stick the foil, burnish it really well, and the results will be just amazing. There, my foiling is all done. My God, can you just look at this glitter? This sheen, it is fantabulous. The sides have come out so pretty, the top has come out so pretty, and I'm so proud that I could do all this with awesome products and a simple printout at home. Yes. Well, now come, let's go ahead and varnish these so that we can use them very well. I always like to varnish, give 2 coats of varnish so that I can use these coasters in my daily life and not be bothered about chipping and cracking. So yes, after a nice coat of varnish, dry them really well, and there it is, your project is ready. Hope you had fun and hope you really enjoyed it and hope you really try this technique out. Well, let me know in the comments that how did you like it, and let me see pictures if you've done. Please send them across to me. I will be waiting. Thanks. Bye. See ya.